We, the members of the Peace, Nonviolence, and Social Justice class at Friends School, are embarking on a campaign to raise awareness of the role that public transportation plays in reducing greenhouse gas emissions and highway congestion, and of the problems with public transportation in Baltimore. Through our campaign, we hope to spur local action to make beneficial changes to the Baltimore City public transportation system by devoting increased attention and funding to this cause.
A single person using public transportation opposed to a personal car will save over 4,800 pounds of CO2 a year. And if every American were to do this, we would cut our yearly CO2 output by about 1.4 trillion pounds.
As part of our research, we decided to interview members of our local community to see how they commute each day.
I usually carpool with some people who live in my area, so by car.
I use my car.
I use a car.
But the MTA! Oh, I live on the west side in the county near Security between Westview. And so I wake up about between 5:30. It takes me about an hour and a half to get to school. I have to take 2 buses. And I also take it sometimes back home, which means I either have to take 2 or 3 buses.
Although many people use a car to commute, several of them also had experiences using public transportation.
I was down in Washington, D.C., and I used public transportation to get from the mall out towards my family member's house, which I was living in.
It's great. I took the light rail downtown or to the airport, and it's very cheap and easy and fast. And I went with my daughter, and she loves trains, so just the journey was exciting, let alone the fact we were going to the Science Center. The train only comes every half an hour for the airport and every 15 minutes for downtown, so you just have to remember that, because waiting half an hour with a toddler is not really that great.
I've taken the light rail once to go down to an Orioles game, and that's just about it.
These experiences have raised awareness of problems which need to be addressed.
Many people think of using public transportation as a big time waster. Although this is true in many systems, a well-planned system can work just as fast as, if not faster, than your car or on congested roads.
The bus is crowded and everything, and sometimes, if I were to drive, it would only take me between 20 to 30 minutes. So the length is kind of annoying, but other than that, and also the wait time between having to wait for a bus and to have to get off and wait for your next bus, that's annoying as well.
Transportation is not accessible where I live. There is no source of public transportation except for a light rail, which I would have to walk 5 miles to get to.
It took a really long time to get where I wanted because there's only 2 cars in the light rail. But I mean, everyone says it's not very clean. I think it's fine. I mean, I was perfectly fine with the cleanliness of the light rail.
Unfortunately, some commuters remain ignorant of the opportunities that are available to them.
I have a car.
Yeah, I have a car. I live like 10 minutes away, and there's I don't know of any ways to get to school conveniently, and I have sports after.
So it's convenient. It's not, worthwhile to take the bus from, wherever you live. Where do you live?
Catonsville.
I live in Guilford. Yeah.
So you got the 11 bus, go from Guilford down to Friends School if you really wanted to.
No, I've never taken Baltimore public transit.
Rail lines, subways, and buses may be expensive to build, but in the long run, when made correctly, they pay for themselves.
In conclusion, now more than ever is the time to support the Baltimore public transportation system. By taking the MTA, writing to your political representative, and making environmentally conscious choices, we can work together to solve this injustice.